Hello YouTube. This is a little game called Enter the Gungeon, perhaps you've heard of it. I was just clicking back in there. We're doing a bunny bullet run because I want to try and make it relatively quick, as we have other plans on the stream. So no doubt this will be the first bad bunny run I've ever had. We'll see though, and we're in between like changing games we have been discussing GoPros because I've been asking chat some questions about them. As an alternative to record certain things, because the camera I use for battle reports has an overheating problem if I record for too long in one sitting, so... And then if it does overheat, it's not just a case of, oh, turn it off and then turn it back on and it will cool down. No, it has to sit for like at least 15 minutes before it will start working. I last played Gungeon on version 3.5, it's now on 10.12. Have they done anything to affect the gameplay loop? Because the thing that put me off continuing with Gungeon was just the early floors became trivial and they take too long. Whereas the later floors seemed far too difficult if you rushed. Sword is coming out consistently more from where I'm aiming now that I picked up the scope. That's interesting. Just put the camera on a bed of ice. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. See, this is proof of why you should not take all your advice from Twitch chat. Only advice about relationships. And money. Oh, thank goodness we have health. Got stuck on the bloody pew. Or bench, whatever it is. Wow, this room is a long one. You know, kind of, I'm used to the sword coming out randomly, so I'm just kind of swinging in the general direction of enemies, but now that the scope is making it go more where I'm aiming, I have to be a bit more precise with where I'm resting my crosshair, which is not what I usually do with the bunny bullet, because that is not what you need to do. Fill your room with dry ice. I'm not filling my living room with dry ice. Ooh. Oh. Well, it's better than nothing, kinda. That's more like it. Green quality chest. I didn't see you move. Need to find a shop to get a key, though. Oh wait, no we don't, because I picked one up. Never mind, I'm an idiot. That is an okay fallback if I can't use the sword. Also, I need to adjust my desk. There we are. Balance fixes, content difficulty. I guess it's something that I might consider going back to, but only when there's a dry spell. I already have something else lined up. I mean, we have the Resident Evil 2 remake at the end of the month. I'm very, very looking forward to that. I'm going to be playing the crap out of it. Also, after I finish replaying Hollow Knight, which won't take long because I'm just going for the standard ending. Huh. Ooh. Ah. Eee. Ooh. I guess we should wait and see how much money I get on the floor. I am going to play the... keep forgetting what it's called. The Thingy of Obra Dinn. The Papers, Please game. It's been recommended to me. I picked it up. So that's what I'm going to start once Hollow Knight is done. Now, I don't have any plans to go back to Dragon's Dogma for now. I'm clearing the last room just because we're trying to get some cash together. Yeah, I do still have the Long Dark as well. I have it installed. I also have reinstalled, because I bought it in some Steam sale ages ago, Prey 2017, 2016, whenever it came out, to give that a go as well. So there's a lot of stuff. The Return of Obra Dinn, that's the one. There's a lot of stuff queued up along with our regular things. It's just I want to clear some things out. The twins that are also related to being a bullet. Wait, reverse those terms and then you'll have what I meant to say. Why are they just standing there? Why did they stand there in the fire for so long doing nothing? I don't think I've ever seen them do that. That was weird. Were they putting each other out? Oh, it's the Valor medal thingy. And it has a synergy with something. Oh, the hegemony rifle, yeah. Ooh, it's purple. So courage increased. That's just a damage up, right? I don't fully remember. Hegemony Special Forces. Fire hot. Fire indeed hot. In terms of things we've got going on at the moment, Hollow Knight is something that can get out of the way. I find so little time to fit in Sunset Overdrive, and it did start so hit and miss. It got better, but I think the thing that's also deterring me from being really eager to return to that is it would be better playing co-op, but it's not something that happened. Obviously, we'll finish RimWorld at some point. Either the colony will finish me, or I'll finish the save. I assume I can start building the spaceship once we get to the end of the tech tree, so we're not like a million miles from that. And then RimWorld is the thing where if we do finish a run, win or lose, I'd want it to sit for a little while before we immediately start another one. And then when I do start another one, it'll probably be a heavily modded one. It's the start of the year, so I might as well kind of like lay out plans like that. Why not? Things I've got in the back boiler. RimWorld took you 94 hours to finish. I mean, we have put in a lot of hours. I wouldn't be surprised if we're definitely not at 94. But we've played a lot of sessions of RimWorld, ranging from at least an hour to like 2 and a bit hours. So we're at about 30 something hours, I would guess. That's for a single. That's a bloody mini boss. Blech. I forgot to go back to the shop on the previous floor. I would have bought Shotgun Full of Love, probably. Maybe it's a good thing that I didn't. Maybe this shop will be even better. Nope. I do have 60 more hours of RimWorld left. I certainly hope it stays as endearing to Twitch chat as it is. It is rare to find a game where Twitch chat... Why do I keep on missaying chat? I don't know why. I'm too busy jumping onto my next sentence. It's rare to find a game that Twitch chat gets behind so much for so long, but it helps that obviously you can put Twitch chat in it. And it isn't something like, I don't know, naming FTL crew after Twitch chat, because they're gonna die. Even if they don't die, they're gone in an hour and a half, tops. Twitch cats in Twitch chat. You hopped into Ark for 30 minutes? Oh, you mean Atlas, that pirate game. Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah, just when I was getting used to not having to see any of these things. I don't like strafe guns, so I think I'll buy a key. If I want to see what the other chest is on the floor, I have to go through the mini-boss. If I fight the actual boss right now, it's guaranteed to drop a gun. We'll fight the proper boss now. Okay, good draw. There's the bullet. I am curious how much the Hegemony synergy does, but I'm not going to use it unless I have to. Or unless we get through the entire run with the sword, in which case I'll use it just to see how powerful it is after that. I guess I'll just be out here then. Oh, you died. Good. I forgot what you're called. Void Marshal. That's the one. Alright, we'll fight the mini-boss. Sorry, I may have missed something. Host of what now? What are you talking about? Oh, host arc. Is that what you're talking about? On this floor he shouldn't have too much HP because I think it scales with the floor you fight them on, but that might also sound like something that might take effort, so that might not be how it works. Don't they usually turn into things that walk after you? That might be something that changes with the floor you fight him on. Don't forget the shops. Don't forget the shops. Snowballer is fine. Find the other chest. And you have a key now too. Sneaky ghost. You don't know you can tell the difference. Yeah, I've heard that about Atlas and Ark. Weird. Blue chest and a green chest. And armor room. We'll buy the key, so we'll open both. Chaff grenade, don't want it. Actually, synergy? Nope, don't want it. And green chest. We're still going to have a lot of shells going into the next floor as well. Smiley's revolver. That's okay. Ark is another one of those games where it's probably best to just enjoy with friends, privately, no randoms. Didn't we do that once? I feel like we did that once. The thing that put me off there was stuff getting done without me off camera. Not just because I wasn't there for it, but also just because like the audience wasn't there for it. See, you're going to be less inclined to have a vested interest in the survival of the, I don't know if you would use the word colony for Ark, but whatever it is, if you're not there for every step. Free key. Free key. I said free. Bloody hell, it's going to get away. Whatever. I almost got it at the end there. That was the space pulp, yeah. He was a lizard man. I feel like I've dodge rolled exceptionally little on this run. I would hazard a guess, in fact, that I've dodge rolled less than 10 times so far. It's obvious why, it's just something I noticed in that instance. Like, I haven't been pressing right click. I think I've pressed it 3 times. There you are, you little shit. You didn't get very far, did you? Come back here, miniature space pulp. Oh no, I shot the lamp off the wall. Who will I love now? Okay, well, jumping over gaps, that's kind of cheating now, but that'll maybe have pushed me over 10. Maybe. The mushroom walked into the fire. The song's called Through the Fire and the Flames, not Stand in the Flames and Die. I'll come back for the key. I bought Heart of Ice because I kind of like it and it's plus 1 HP in the shop, which is rare. It does reward getting hit, which is fair, but we'll do the boss since we're here. I'm going straight to that attack, huh? Nasty. He was getting closer with each appearance. Oh, you bitch. Oh, well, it's... No, never mind. I was going to say it's just armor. I forgot the game doesn't work like that. This isn't Isaac. But she ain't taking my HP. Oh, now I'm doubly glad that I bought Frozen Heart because our flaws got stolen from us by mechanics that should not be the way they are. Oh, I just realised that everything I was saying to Zeppo during Isaac, you know, about him. Ooh, one-shot cannon. A makeshift cannon, but it's a one-shot cannon. About him basically being discount Norwegian is entirely justified because I've heard on the grapevine that him and Valinar not only convinced Chris B to name his pawn in his Dragon Dogma playthrough after me, but they also lied to him and convinced him that throwing it off a cliff was the only way to get a item. So it was not an unjustified attack. In fact, it was perfectly justified. Where did I get 4 keys from? Oh, that's also good. What are we still looking for? We need another chest. I meant to teleport there. I pressed the wrong teleporter. There it is up there. Bling, bling. Yep, poor Pawn Flik just sitting at the bottom of a cliff with a broken neck alongside Pocket Lolly. I don't remember what that does for me. Is that just poison immunity or is that fire immunity? As well, I mean. You heard. Yeah. It was Kurt's pawn, okay? Because of its name, I couldn't use it in my playthrough, but I think it was still visible a couple of times. Oh, hang on a second. We have a synergy with the Dowser. Oh, ice water. Aha. I've worked out what it does. I thought I changed my game name. Let me double check. I did. I just didn't press update information, perhaps. Try it now. It's still saying the same thing. Twitch is having issues. Thought I was safe. Little did I guess that corners are the enemy. Without dodge rolling. Oh, how will I ever do that? Wait, I don't have enough money. I'll be back. Gun him for me, that one. That was not enough. Why am I only getting one shell? I need more than that. One shell, huh? Alright, well. Oh wait, no, 2 shells. Remember, 2 away. No, corners plus looking at chat were the 2 things that combined themselves there to get me hit. Thankfully we're in no danger of running out of armor. You're gonna hit through the wall. Yes, you are. Burn. Ah, that's more like it. I will cover the cost. Alright. King's Room. Dodge rolling, how will I ever do this? Oh look, I did it! What you got? I got chest of ring of friendship of chests. Yes, somewhere in there was the right name. Nope, thank you. Don't get me started on verandas. We're talking about ledges. Verandas are just a prelude to a ledge. Oh, I froze him. Poor little fellers. Zombies didn't expect me to bring a sword to this. Alright, there's the boss. It's not the wall because of the positioning, so it's probably kill pillars, so I'm not sure if the sword is the best option. Neither is one-shot cannon, neither is the genie though, really. Thank you, Shiv the Wire, for 29 months in a row with Twitch Prime. Good luck in 2019, and may you play some fun games. I certainly hope so. Oh, you've just reminded me because I was going to go off on a tangent about, yes, I also hope games are good, because if not, they'll encourage me to complain about them and then everyone will get mad at me. Someone on New Year's Eve opted to start watching the RimWorld series, didn't recognise the name, so presumably just someone found it by random, and took to just blatantly ignoring that it was the first ever colony I've ever played of the game, and did a bunch of comments on each part, which all started with no backseating, colon, followed by an exceptionally long paragraph of incredulity that I didn't know things about the game and telling me what those things were. Levels of stupid, which could only be found on YouTube. Never change. Oh, hello. I mean, cigarettes do make you pretty goddamn cool, but I think I'm going to go for remote bullets. Actually, you know what we've got that makes kill pillars relatively easy? We have the bloody Molotov. Also, remote bullets would not make much of a difference to kill pillars, assuming I'm right about the fight, so let's just go do the fight. Thank you, Potly Emmy, for the bits. Bad YouTube, bad YouTube.
Ooh.
Yeah. If they're on Twitch banned, oh, they got banned, just shadow banned, so hopefully they're still making those comments and just don't have any idea how YouTube works. The Molotov is not doing as much damage to them as I had anticipated it might, with them all standing there in it forever. Thank goodness I don't take contact damage. Can you go back into the center, please? Thank you. I'm going to have to dodge roll here, unfortunately. Actually, no, I'm not. Never mind. I want to finish this run without dodge rolling over 20 times, not including having to jump over gaps. Just to progress with being able to finish the run. We got a good gun that we don't really need right now. Go back to the shop. Still do this, but go back to the shop. And probably we're missing both chests. No, one chest. YouTube, the place where you watch the Deadpool 2 trailer once, now you get 1,000 recommendations called Ryan Reynolds Straight Savage. Nice. I'm still 2 bullets short. Them's the brakes. I was thinking about, like, one of those what if situations, like, what if I was in charge of YouTube? The goal is, make it better than the shitty place it is right now, but it has to be profitable, because if it's not profitable, it goes out of business, then nobody has YouTube. So what would I do that could try and bring it around? Because the current model isn't working for a bunch of reasons. They're too beholden to advertisers. They don't know what they're doing with the algorithm and how it recommends content to you. But they've got to make money. So I was thinking about this, and the only ideas I could come up with are they've got to copy Twitch. They've got to bring in, well, stuff like what they have with YouTube Red. And they're bringing in stuff that's basically equivalent to bits for people who live stream on YouTube. They've got to keep on doing that. They need to rip off the bounty board. They need to have advertisers come to them with pitches rather than just blanket advertisements, because advertisements do not work. They also give way too much power to advertisers. And I feel like what they're really lacking is the freedom to make their own decisions and take the site in good directions, because they are beholden to the advertisers. Now, it could just be that they're assholes and don't understand what the people on their site want. That's also possible. So what I was thinking of is, if I ran YouTube, what I would do is, their major expense is storage space. So I would start bringing in fairly lenient rules regarding very old videos. Like, for instance, if a video never got over... Again, these are just like pulling numbers out of the air, but say a video is over 5 years old, has never gotten over 1,000 views, and hasn't had a view in over a year, then it gets delayed. Because it no longer serves a purpose. And that will help free up space. Maybe 5 years is a bit too lenient, obviously. But they can afford to be a little lenient as opposed to keep everything forever. Especially if it's like people are doing 4K videos now that I'm sure are taking up even more space. Hello Kitty, Happy New Year. I'd also probably go one step further, which again would not be popular, but I think it's what the site needs to do to stop being beholden to advertisers, and is make it that HD and above requires a monthly payment. Not very much, I'm not talking about a lot, I'm talking about like $2.50 a month to be able to watch any YouTube video that is available in HD as that. Maybe like $5 a month for 4K. once that becomes more popular. Similar to like the Netflix model where they charge more if you want HD than if you care for like 240p. Because they need to find alternative ways of making money to adverts. They need to, or YouTube is going to die. I'm trying to think what else I came up with when I was thinking about this. Well, other than generally improving the algorithms, so like Notlob's example doesn't happen. You search for something once and then it's recommended, or things tangentially connected are recommended to you forever. Yeah, don't do that. That should not be a thing. Don't control our subscription tab. If we decide we're subscribed to too many people uploading too many things, we'll unsubscribe from them. We don't want our videos hidden. Because then you just piss everybody off. I know they already do this for the live streams, but obviously a lot of people use Twitch for the live stream needs. Let people have custom emotes that are usable outside of live streams, so they can do them in comments. Have like a premium user status on a channel, essentially like subscribing on Twitch Prime, or with a normal Twitch subscription. Which again they do have, but it's only for, really for use if you stream on YouTube. Open that up to everybody so that you can create a community. Oh my god, it's the blep head. I can't afford it. Might as well just kill myself then. Thank you Electric Digestive System for the bits. Happy New Year to you. And thank you Sir Night Meow for the bits. And Happy New Year to you as well. Because the reason Twitch works better is because you foster a community. And you kind of foster a community on YouTube as well, because you start noticing the same people going out of their way to comment and watch your videos and stuff like that. It's not quite the same, so they've got to try and capture more of that feeling of a live community, even for those people who... We're just going to go for this also. Even for those people who don't live stream on YouTube. So say the site is, you want HD video, pay £2.50 a month, slap another £2.50 on that, offer a good cut between YouTube and the content creator, and give people access to emotes. Maybe instead of having different tiers like Twitch, have different durations. So the longer you stay subscribed, the more emotes you get out of a maximum that can be decided later. I'm kind of okay with getting hit because then I'll get to use one of my other guns. I'm trying not to dodge roll. That's the thing I'm... Oh well, how am I supposed to get through phase 2 of this? Well, I can use the sword actually. It's fine. I missed the sub. Thank you, Shiro2 Electric Boogaloo. I assume you said Happy New Year. I dodge rolled. That's fine, as long as it's under 20. Force of habit when he does that attack. God, you're loving that one. I thought I killed the other knife there. Wow, I actually was not paying attention to his health. If I miss your message, I will read it after phase 2. I apologise. If it said something other than Happy New Year and I've guessed correctly. If it said some kind of porn pun, then of course I couldn't say that. Because we all know how filthy Shiro is on his alternative account. That's the one he uses to browse Tumblr. Well, he doesn't browse Tumblr anymore. He browses some kind of substitute for Tumblr. I'm going to get through this run without dodge rolling more than 15 times, more likely. Maybe even still 10, not including the ones I had to jump across gaps. He is done. I'm counting that as a flawless as well, because we didn't lose any HP, so flawless all the bosses. Why is he dying in such slow motion? Okay, there you go, that was weird. Christ. Oh, the obvious name would be Pornblur. It's just where everybody who can't post porn on Tumblr goes now. They can get all the ad money. He was being dramatic? Oh, now I have to see. Let me just shoot myself in the head first real quick. Cumbler? that makes sense. So anyway, that's my ideas for how to fix YouTube. If the CEO of YouTube is listening, feel free to steal my ideas. They'll work. Out-tabbed. Oh, I really did miss one. Just stopping by to resub on this account since I actually remembered. Have a great stream and thank you for all your wonderful content. It's definitely helped a lot throughout the past rough year. You're very welcome. Also, don't be so melodramatic. Wait, there really is a Cumbler and it's being kickstarted? No, that's got to be like GoFundMe, right? Kickstarter wouldn't allow that. Right, we flawless every boss, had a good assortment of items, but it didn't matter because we had a sword and a damage up. I didn't use makeshift cannon on Dragon! I forgot. I should have just fired it at the wall. Melodramatic is your middle name? Shiro 2 Melodramatic Electro Boobaloo? That's a good name for a movie. For those watching after the fact on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed. See you later. Ta-ta for now.